Y'all, Skylar here with Sky Gardens. I grow flowers in West Texas, and let me tell you, I was trying to film this in the greenhouse, in the tunnel, outside. I could hear the wind everywhere that I was at. So today is just one of those days where I'm afraid the wind is probably just going to continue to get up, but that's okay because thankfully we have a barn here that has all of our chaos going on. You can see it literally right behind me. I've got to get this area picked up and cleaned up and ready to go, but the farm happens to be the first priority. But I sure am glad that y'all are here today. We're gonna be talking about something that is tough for me, maybe for y'all too. So I guess here we are, right? Here we are. So this is our In His Creation segment here on YouTube, and what we're talking about each week is just different things that I feel like God is saying in the garden and God is doing in the garden through His people, through His flowers, through His grass and trees, and all the different things, even the weeds and the pruning. Like, this is where we see it all, right? And so today, it's maybe more of the lack of seeing things, right? Because I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I pray for things and I pray for things and I pray for things, and I'm like, where is it at though? Because I know that your timing is perfect, God, and I know that you want to bless and you love me and you want to bless me and do all of these amazing things through me, but right here in this moment, it does not feel good, right? And my dad actually put it this way, because let me tell you, this is all about rain. Rain more than anything right now. We have been totally missing everything as far as rain goes. And like the dry line will set up basically on us. And so we're in West Texas, and it just moves across the entire state from where we're at for a lot of these storms. And so there are parts of Texas that are getting flooded right now. And there are parts that are in our area that are getting an inch or, half an inch, or even, smaller amounts like 3/10. And in all of those storms that have come through, it did rain a little bit, and I am thankful for it. Like the bottom of our rain gauge had like a little bitty, like it was nothing that was measurable, but I was like, okay, God, thank you for showing us that you're still here, you're still watching us. I know that you can do it. And but that seems to be our story right now, is we're waiting for a rain that is not seeming to come, and it seems like everybody else is getting it. And it's funny, my dad put it this way, because we have a niece in our family, so they have a grandkid, my parents do, and my brother's baby, my brother and his wife's baby, and she's adorable. She loves us, and we love her, and she mostly loves her parents. She's about 9 months, almost 10 months old, and so she's getting to be a whole lot of fun. But babies, they do their little kisses where they just basically kiss your nose. It's basically a bite, but it's also a kiss. And she will kiss on me, and she'll kiss on Bethany, and she'll kiss on Chloe, and my dad, and my granny, and my pop, my brother, and my sister-in-law, and everybody, right? And my mom wants a kiss so bad. Like, she's grandma, right? She wants a kiss so bad. And Evelyn, will just go straight to me again, and she'll grab my face and pull it to hers and give me a kiss. And I know it is breaking my mom's heart, but the other day before she was about to leave yesterday, she gave Mom a kiss. So she gave Grandma a kiss, and it was the sweetest thing. And I know that my mom had been waiting for it for forever, but God, my dad said that God is doing the same thing with me in this rain. He's letting everybody else have a kiss right now, and He's gonna come and give that blessing in a time where I'm the most thankful for it, the most amazed and in awe of his power and his glory. And it's crazy, you learn that from a baby sometimes, right? You learn a lot from kids, I think. But it doesn't make it easier in this time. And I'm sitting here and I walk out of the farm, meet my dad in the yard, and my dad's like, hey, how's it look? And I'm like, it looks good. I just want a rain. I just need a rain. And he's like, yeah, I know. We need a rain. And one day it'll come. But it's not here quite yet. So, that's not easy, right? Because we're praying for this specific thing, and it doesn't have to be rain. I don't know if you're praying for rain. Please pray for us to get rain if you're not praying for us to get rain, or if you're not praying for rain for yourself too. But please be praying that we get some. And that's just kind of a constant prayer. But odds are you're waiting for something. And I don't know if you're waiting for school to end, you to finish all of your classes and get your finals all together and be able to pass and make the grade and do all of these amazing things in your career. I don't know if that's what you're waiting for, or you're waiting for a child. That's a hard thing to wait for, I can imagine. I've never been there yet. You're waiting for a husband, a wife, a godly one, and you're not going to waste your time on everything in between. But it can feel really lonely whenever you're there and you're in the waiting. And you're waiting for rain in a drought. That's what it feels like sometimes. But I read this, and it's from Isaiah 30:18. But the Lord longs to show you his favor. He wants to give you his tender love. The Lord is a God who is always fair. Blessed are those who wait for him to act. So that doesn't make it better, does it? But it does at the same time. Because listen, the Lord longs to show you his favor. And he wants to give you his tender love. And that's huge. It is absolutely huge. So, I don't know if you're in the waiting. This one verse probably doesn't really make you feel all that much better. But let me tell you, we've got a whole book. And I'm still got my superhero Bible right here. We've got a whole book of stories and places and instances where God is talking to you, and he's talking to other people who have been his followers, who have known him, and they don't have the answer as to why we're in the waiting, right? But we are. I mean, the Israelites, they waited 40 years in the desert to be given this promised land, right? It's okay to be in the waiting, and that blessing will come. And I can't wait for it. But I can't at the same time, because I know that God has got it, and whenever it does come, he is going to do so much more through it during that time than I can imagine. And his plan is greater than mine. And so even though it doesn't include rain right this second, it is greater. And he's got it figured out a lot better than I do. So that is it for today. We are still going to be praying for rain. We're still going to be waiting on rain and whatever else that you're waiting on. But God is right there. It's not that he's not with you still. He's right there. He loves you. And his blessings will come down upon you. Even if it's a hard time, he's got you. And that is probably the biggest thing to take out of the garden today, because I'm telling you, the flowers are just screaming at me that they want rain. But they're also screaming, God's got better timing than you do, Skylar. So thank y'all for joining here today. I hope this was encouraging to you, even if you're in the middle of the waiting. I hope it's encouraging to you. And if you've just gotten dumped on as far as water goes, like I've seen just so many things of so much rain coming. Praying for you too, because I know that might be hard. I'm just not feeling too much for you right now because I'm not in the same place, right? Thank y'all so much for joining us here today. I hope that you have a good week, and I'll see you back next week. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.